Do you want to know what are the 5 simple questions that successful people ask themselves every day? If the response is yes, please stay with me until the end of this video and I'm going to reveal you those 5 questions that they ask themselves every day. But before I get going, I just want to put you a bit in the context, because asking yourself question is very important in reflecting and trying to move on your life, because you look into the past and you look at what you've done good and what you've done bad and how you can improve those bad things, and rather than taking them as negative, as like, oh, I didn't do good, it's not good for me, or whatever it is. Okay, so this is very important. It's like Steve Jobs is saying, if today was the last day of my life, would I do what I'm about to do today? So you're really asking yourself a question is, what I'm going to do today, really, if I'm going to live my life fully to be successful? That's the real question we need to ask ourselves. So without ado, I'm going to be sharing with you those 5 questions. So the question number 1 that they ask themselves is, am I at the right niche? What does it mean, am I at the right niche? So simply said, I am in the right place, I am in the right position, am I in the right company, am I in the right job? They keep asking themselves, where I am today, is what I am doing today helping me become successful? Am I still passionate about my work? Okay, am I still motivated? Do you still have the spark in my eyes that keeps me going every day? So this is really an important question to ask yourself. I had lived that in the past through my experience, where when I got on the job, I was very happy about it. So every day I would go excited, dynamic, and full of energy to go about it. But then with time, you start to get into a routine and things start to go a bit at a slower pace. When I say slower pace, it's not because the work is not a lot, or you're not under stress, not a lot of pressure. It's just that you don't go with the same motivation, So basically, it's very important that you ask yourself this question. So what happened to me is that I realized that I started to ask myself the question, oh, Sayed, are you still motivated by your job? Is it still passionate? Are you still finding what you've been looking for into it? So I took a piece of paper and started to write really what I like about my job, what I like about doing every day, and what can I do better? Let me get out of this routine. And slowly what happened is that I re-energized myself, tried to focus on the thing that I really like, enjoy interacting with the colleagues, so I was trying to initiate meetings so people get to meet together, so we can discuss topics and bring people together. And bringing people together, it's always been looked very positively by people, because they acknowledge that you made the effort to bring them together and change ideas. And through exchanging ideas, there was project that came out of it. And then this is what we call the step up. So I stepped up into a new project that actually moved away from my day-to-day routine to something a bit more challenging and more interesting, and as well with the people I want to work with, and it makes the entire experience way better. And as well, I've been perceived as someone who takes action, and people really enjoyed working with me because I provoked that. So it's like opportunities, they don't come to you unless you provoke them. And so that it's always very important to always stay in action to provoke those opportunities. Alright, so successful people always ask themselves this question: am I in the right niche? I'm still on track? I am still happy where I am? I'm still motivated? I'm still having the spark that keeps me going? Now, question number 2 that they ask themselves: am I learning from my mistakes? What do I mean by that? Is that, nobody's perfect. We all do mistakes in our life. We all, have experienced in the past some failures that we had, So for instance, could be like we didn't deliver a report on time at the office. We committed to do a certain job and we didn't deliver it as per the quality that he was expecting out of us. Or we took initiative on launching a new company and we failed into it. And then we should not get into the negativity. We should be, positive about it, because experience through mistakes is what helps us to learn to overcome it in the future. So really, we need to learn from this experience and understand and reflect, look back on it and say, what did I do wrong? What are the things that I didn't do right? Really, and look at them carefully and try to analyze them and reflect, and then ask yourself the question, how can I make them better? How can I make better and improve them so next time you don't do the same mistakes? So it's always continuous improvement. So it's like Richard Branson from Virgin Atlantic. he learned from his mistake, and he doesn't stop. He always keep going. He did launch he did launch Virgin Cola in the US because he thought that Virgin was such a powerful brand known worldwide, so why don't just launch as well Virgin Cola? And he went and he launched it in the country of Coca-Cola, and it was a complete failure and disaster. So he learned from it. He stopped it. He didn't keep going, and he didn't keep, it's now, I'm not going to launch new businesses. He learned from it. He learned one thing very important, is that it's not just about the brand. It's not just about the brand that you have, but also about the product. Even the taste of the product is the best, but it's about the positioning and the heart-to-heart feeling that people have towards the brand. So people know Pepsi Cola and Coca-Cola. They are used to it. They are heart-to-heart with it. They grow up with it. Some people, they will not take Pepsi instead of Coke, and vice versa. So he learned from it. So he learned that it's not just about a brand that you have, but it's about the product and the heart-to-heart connections that you have with your people and with your, with your clients, whoever buys your product. So this is really important. Reflect. So he learned from it. So now whenever he launches a new product, he better position it so it can be successful. So those are the real questions that successful people ask themselves. Question number 3. Am I consistently pushing my own boundaries? What does it mean? Am I always pushing my boundaries? So it means like it's very easy to set up a certain goal, and once we reach it, we stay at it, we stay at the same pace. So we're just like staying in a convenient place. We like it, we enjoy it, we get into our routine, and we never step up, we never get outside of our comfort zone. So we never push ourselves. Companies out there, they all compete. So the ones that are the most successful, the people who are the most successful, is the ones that who are in always continuous improvement. They always strive for becoming better. They always keep searching for new ideas, new ways of doing things, improving. So they always come up with a new product. And that's what makes them different. And that's what makes them also more powerful and stronger than other competitors. And that's where the success comes from. So they always challenge themselves to become better than they were yesterday. And there's a say, what got you here won't get you there. Alright, it's a Chinese proverb. It tells you what got you here won't get you there. It's very important to know that if you manage to reach a certain point of your life, get to know that you need to always strive for better. Keep improving yourself and push your boundaries to become better so you can jump to the next step and keep going for the next goal and keep your ambitions very high. So the first question that they ask themselves is, what is my game plan? So game plan refers to games, So for those one who have played, video games which has a lot of strategy behind it, they already look at the game plan. So they're gonna start with a certain strategy, and if it doesn't work, they're gonna rethink about it, readjust it so they can win to the next game. So in life it's the same. What is your strategy? How you're organizing yourself, to reach your goal? So really, every day, the successful people, they ask themselves the question, what's my plan? What's my strategy? Is the plan that I have today still up to date, still serve the purpose for me reaching my goals? Do I need to adjust it? And you have to write it down and scribble it. I've done a video about how to set up your goals and how to break it down, and this is very important. When you have a goal, you need to set the plan behind it. What you need to do is you need to sit down and create a physical map, and you redraw it, so you know exactly where you're going to be and how you're going to achieve this target. If like someone, in the past they were not GPS, so people used to have this roadmap, they take it and they say, if I have to go from point A to point B, I need to take this road, I need to stop over here, I need to stop because I need to do petrol at this point, and so on. So they track all their points and have a roadmap so they know exactly what they're going to reach. And it comes the same. So they always keep looking at the best way to reach their destination and always adjusting their strategy. So they are sure they're on track. So it's very important to ask yourself this question on a regular basis. Are you still on track? What is my game plan? So now the fifth question that they ask themselves, do I still believe that I can do it? Do I still believe that I can still do this, that I can still achieve this goal? Do I still have my beliefs? Because if you don't ask yourself, if you're not still passionate, and if you don't still believe in yourself that you can do it, slowly you're going to lose momentum, and you're going to stop. You're not going to reach really the success, because it's going to slow down. So it's very important to ask this question, because if you don't believe really that you can achieve your goal, then you're not going to put all the energy behind it. Your subconscious will slow you down, and you're not going to give it 200%. Ask yourself the question, do I still believe I can do this? And if the response is yes, am I really, resourced for it? Do I have the right resources for it? And you have also to be resourceful to reach this point on this target. So bring all of this energy and all these resources that you have in you and around you to achieve your target. But you have to still believe that you can do. Believe is more than 70%, of achieving our goal and become successful. If you believe in it, yes, 70% the job is done. The rest is only 30% that you need to do to be in action. So that's very important. So that's pretty much it, my friends. So there you go. So the 5 simple questions that successful people ask themselves every day and make it as a routine. Am I in the right niche? Am I at the right place, right position? Question myself. How can I do it better? Am I learning from my mistakes? Okay, what went wrong? What goes right? Reflect on it, try to do it better. Am I constantly pushing myself outside my boundaries, pushing my limits? Okay, so only people who push themselves outside the building, they're going to be better than others, and they're going to reach success. Number 4, what is my game plan, my strategy? Review it, adjust it, make sure that you're always sticking to it, and do the adjustment whenever it's needed. And do I still believe that I can achieve it? Do I still believe that I can achieve my goal? Do I believe that I can become successful? Believe in it. 70% of job done, then you just need to go and get into action. If you like this video, please do not hesitate to share it around for those ones who can benefit from it. Do not hesitate to comment below, if you like the video or how you can do it better, if you have any question as well, and put thumbs up. And as usual, my friend, listen to your heart, follow your passions, and take actions right now. Bye bye.